It is raining.
It is. I guess
It's raining hard. Like so hard. Hey everyone, welcome to Island Vibing Presents.
Rain goes forward.
People call me Vibing. That's my husband. People call him Jason. And it feels more like we are actually on a very, very rainy island, like in the middle of a hurricane almost.
It's a monsoon here.
Yeah.
Feels like.
Not just in our mind, but actually crazy rain. Yeah. It's absolutely. We've only had rain a couple times this summer, so our plants absolutely love it and need it. It's just makes for a very, very loud workshop.
It does. We'll collect some extra and send it to you, Bob.
Yes.
There too, Klingon? Yeah, my goodness.
It was raining so much that the cats went inside.
Yep.
The surf shack is pretty wet. I don't know, but the cat was staying out there quite a bit. Welcome in. Welcome raiders.
In, raiders.
That was interesting. The host came before the raid.
Yeah, that was weird.
Twitch, it gets twitchy sometimes.
Anders, Pokemon, LG, War Chiefs. It is raining cats and dogs here.
It is absolutely
Carly's just gotta grab some water.
Not a problem.
We're excited too.
Very, very
Welcome in. We saw most of your stream as we were getting ready. It was an awesome stream. Good to see you singing and your voice is holding up all right.
Yes.
Welcome in all friends.
All the things on there that I want on there. I don't know.
Hopefully.
I brought in a different computer than I normally do because the kittens were streaming and it's wet, so I didn't want to bring in more than one.
No.
So.
It was a mad dash from the front door to the workshop door a few minutes ago.
Which is really hard to do when you sliced your toe open.
Yeah.
We had a IRL stream on Saturday, and it went really well. Like the stream itself went super. It went super. I don't know what else to say. And then I went to clean things up, and just like an old lady, I just tripped and fell. And at first, I just thought I was like slipping and like falling and breaking my toes.
Lighthearted tumble.
Lighthearted tumble down the hill, and the hill. I'm talking like the hill is like this big with an incline of like this much. It was just some wires.
Slight incline.
And yeah, and then so I stand up and I'm like, oh, broke some more toes. I look down and there's blood everywhere. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go clean this up. And the minis followed me because they do that. And I was like, you need to go get your father. And I ended up having to go into the emergency room and get 4 stitches. Still not sure what cut me. It's unsure what actually did the damage. But yeah, there's no good story. I was not intoxicated. I had 1 beer over the course of a few hours. 24 ounces, so 2 12-ounce cans or 1.5 16-ounce cans, and of a low ABV beer. So I was not intoxicated at all. Just was an old lady that fell on her butt and somehow sliced open my toe.
There's some interesting conspiracy theories in chat.
Yeah?
Ms. Man Bob says it might have been my sharp wit.
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah.
Smack Talk said, did you actually slice your toe or are you covering for Foot Eater Mo?
Maybe. Yeah, well, she does eat toes, but this would be this is not her handiwork.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, that would be a rough one.
Yeah, that was a fun way to end that night.
Yeah, and I had like started like wrapping up wires, and I was just gonna like turn and go wrap up the microphones, and then whoop, down I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there is Klingon.
No worries, Carly.
Yeah, no, not a worry.
Take your time.
But yeah, so that was my my fun times right there. That was great. I was in the ER. And for some reason, the parking for the emergency room at Main Med is like, in city walking terms, like a block or two away from the actual emergency room thing. And because you had to stay home with the kids, I had to park the car and then walk on my bad foot to the emergency room. Like,
Yeah.
and like I had to like tape my foot under, like my toe under, so it wouldn't.
It's getting very detailed.
Yeah. It was just crazy.
Yeah. We almost took you.
You did,
did.
but I got the bleeding to stop, so we didn't have to have our kids sitting in the emergency room until 2 o'clock.
Jerfo.
Jerfo, hi.
Jerfo, how's it going? So good to see you on Saturday.
It was. We were just telling the story of the after party of your interview.
Yep.
So yeah. All right. So we are here tonight on Tuesday. Nope, Monday. I have no time. So our guest on Thursday is Scotty Makes Music, and when I was setting up the time with him, I asked him to be on the wrong day. Like the day and the date did not go together. And then when I was asking him to do the sound check this morning, the day and the date did not go together. Like, I'm pretty sure Scotty Makes Music thinks I have absolutely no clue how to read a calendar.
Probably. Hopefully he shows up. I mean, either he's going to be confused on the dates, or he just thinks you have no idea what you're doing, so he doesn't want any part of it.
He's like, no, I'm out. No,
I'm done.
I can't do it. So anyways, today is Monday.
It is. Happy Monday.
It is Monday. And we are here tonight.
Hey, I don't know what's going on. Carly streamed on a Monday at 5:30. I mean, that's already wrong.
That's wrong.
And we're streaming at 7:30 on a Monday.
Yeah.
And we just got done hanging out with Jerfo
On a Saturday.
in person. On a Saturday.
Yeah.
What is life?
Thank you so much for that gift sub, Smalls, and thank you so much for those bits, Tina. We really appreciate both of those things. But yeah, I don't know. It's all upside down, bonkers, and bananas. Crazy banana pants, even.
Totally.
Okay. So now I'm gonna push buttons. And hopefully they all just work. We're just gonna see. We'll see how it goes. Okay? All right. So, yay! I don't remember what that gives you access to. All right, so here we go. We're gonna press this button and we'll see if it works. Hello!
Hello!
Yay!
It worked!
It did! It did work. Everybody!
Hi, everybody! It's been so long. It's been just a few minutes. Too long.
Please welcome our wonderful guest, Carly Sings, to the show.
Hi.
You're not too far away. You're like just up
I
in
know.
the state.
Is it raining there?
Yeah. Has it gotten to you yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really loud. Can you not hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay. That's like,
I was being nice, though.
all right. Yeah. I was like, pretty sure you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
I don't.
Good.
Yeah, that's definitely you and not me, right? You can definitely hear it on the roof of the tiny home too, especially when it really pours.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got so many questions, but you brought up the tiny home, so let's start there first. So pre-tiny home, you weren't you weren't in a tiny home. What were you doing before tiny home?
So after I graduated college, we were living in an apartment in Massachusetts and renting that for a bit. And then we moved into a house that we were renting for a bit. And then we were like, ooh, renting in Massachusetts. Ooh. And then, and then we were like, ooh, buying like a home. So then in 2020, we really started researching tiny homes. And we both grew up in Massachusetts, but Maine is one of the more friendly states for tiny homes because they have actual laws passed in favor of tiny homes, because there's a lot of legal blockage when it comes to putting a tiny home on a piece of land. Like, you can't just buy land and do whatever you want with it. You can't. Like, we needed approval from the town and state for everything.
Well, that's really interesting.
So that's why we ended
you
up in
wouldn't expect
Maine.
that.
I know, but the things you learn. But yeah, so so that's why we ended up in Maine. And we ended up here because we were actually looking on Craigslist for land to rent, and this property came up, and we're like, oh, that's really lovely, and it's like a lot of space and it's private. And we have no connections to the Mid-Coast Maine area at all. Really. So it was just like a big adventure, the whole thing.
So for the tiny home, do you own the tiny home, but then you rent the land?
Yes, so we own the tiny home, and originally we were looking into buying land, but that was just a lot financially at once. And then just even again, you can't just buy land, and there might be restrictions or zoning laws on that land where you can't even have a tiny home on it. So yeah, that's when we were like, maybe we could rent a piece of land, and we met this really nice couple that live here in Maine, but they live in southern Maine, but they own this property, and they were just like totally supportive of just everything that we wanted to do, which made such a huge difference. But some people have tiny homes and they choose to just like go under the radar, and but we were like, we don't want to risk being kicked out because like we want to make a life here and we have jobs and stuff. So we had to go through a lot with the town and the state, and this land was totally undeveloped before, so getting electricity and where are we going to get water, and those were like the obstacles that we were thinking about. But yeah, so it was an idea, and we both really felt passionate about it, and we're like, now's the time. It's now or never. Let's just do it.
So did the landowners actually do part of the development, or did you have to take all of that on?
Yeah, so they want to build on this property in the future. So they got an electric pole on the property, which was great. And our home is all electric. But we had to get it like hardwired underground, and we had to get all of that approved by the town to get the electric pole put in. Originally we thought we were going to be able to just plug it in like an RV, but then they said, no, if you're looking at it like a permanent living residence, you need to hardwire it to the electric pole, which is 200 feet away. That was expensive. Definitely like costs that you don't think about, but that's moving in general, right?
Yeah.
Stuff always comes up. And then we had to get like an underground gray water system installed for the water that was coming from our sinks. We use a compost toilet for a toilet. That was a whole adventure. And, which a lot of tiny homes do. But yeah, then we had to get the gray water system, which is the water from the sinks and the showers. You're like, where does that water go? You don't think about these things. But we had to get an approved system and then have that installed by the contractor. Combing through like state laws. I really had to advocate for myself and ourselves with the town guy, because he was like, wasn't aware of a lot of the laws and was like, what are these people doing? Probably. Who are these young people coming into this small town? But, you got to advocate for yourself, and it worked. Those long emails I wrote worked, so.
There were many long emails.
Yeah.
So you have like a I have a glorified shed. It looks like you have a glorified closet. Did you design your tiny home completely, or did you happen to find one with a shed, with a closet that would work as a stream space?
So what we did was, so we found Tiny Homes of Maine. They're up in Holton, Maine, which is like up almost near Canada.
Yeah, they're in the county. Like it's so big. It's so big that they just call it the county, even though there's 16 counties here. That one is the county.
Yeah, when we drove up there, we're like, okay, there was nothing. There was absolutely, it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. But, so they built our home, and I found them on Instagram and loved their homes, and they do a lot with the laws here in Maine too, so I thought that was cool. They're also on the advocacy side of it. Mm-hmm. So we came to them with different design features that were a must for us, like this little space where we could fit our PC so I could stream and my fiance does gaming, and there's just a door. And just having this separation, I'm telling you, makes a big difference. So, I'm out there, I can watch Vampire Diaries. Chris can be in here looking up NFTs or whatever he does. And, and then, the storage stairs and we needed stairs for Bella. Some people use ladders, but we needed stairs for Bella. Mm-hmm. So, and then they, added in those features, and we approved the, design blueprint. And they built originally we were like, we're going to build the home ourselves. And then we started looking up, building and stuff. We know nothing about building, electricity, plumbing. We know nothing. This would be a failed attempt. So we said, let's just have a company do it. People do that though, but it takes a lot of time, So it's time or money. It's always the...
Yeah, Jason and I build a lot of things, and then it always comes out to how straight do you want things? How much do you want to spend on them? Does it matter that they're square or, slightly off kilter's okay? Will it actually work out more price-wise? You have to consider all the things. So,
right.
You mentioned Vampire Diaries.
Friends. Oh, yes. Yeah, I did, didn't I?
You did.
Hi, Irene. I'm just seeing so many people.
There are so many friends here.
Irene and Ryan and Kenny, 3 days.
Yeah, Kenny was saying that he was really cold. I'm not sure.
Oh, Kenny likes, every time I come into Kenny's stream, he makes the joke that my home is so tiny that Chris and I's feet hang out of it, and our feet get cold, so we have to wear multiple socks.
Okay.
Kenny always makes that joke, so if he's talking about socks or something. It's a Kenny joke.
So, the reason she's lost 7 toes. Wow.
I said 3, now it's 7, okay. Don't talk about toes, though. This is I think it's too soon to talk about toes.
It is. We can't. We can't talk about toes right now. Toes are.
We're not talking about toes.
No. We don't. No. There was a traumatic toes incident. We're not discussing that.
Right. We appreciate our toes.
Yeah. We already talked about them. It's over and it's done with, and we're moving past it. Yeah. Especially seeing, I really hate feet. Incredibly. I just hate them. They're so gross.
Really?
And I hate. Oh yeah. I think they're absolutely horrible. And I have such a hard time when people put their feet they're on their loopers. If they put shoes on, I'm fine. But then if they get down to the socks or even just barefoot, I'm like, no. I can't watch. I can't watch the stream. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a problem. The opposite.
I'm neutral about feet. I respect them.
Yeah.
I don't have any strong feelings.
Yep. I should also sleep with my feet hanging out of the house. They won't be a problem for much longer. That's good, I guess. Kenny likes to call me IVB
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, is that a typo? What's that?
Well, no, he just said it one time and then he kept saying
Kenny.
it. Yeah. That's not a joke, Daddy Flat Guy. Yeah, that's a real. That's a real thing. It has happened multiple times. Or you can start pretending to be Bugs Bunny, and I will leave too. That has happened as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. That's Davy's way of getting rid of me, is to start being Bugs Bunny. And whenever Smalls wants to kick me out of Davies, he'll redeem that. So it's good. It's good. It's so good. It's like, you know, trolls everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
Twitch.
That is Twitch. It's like there are either actual trolls or loving trolls, but everyone is a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably would just like throw my computer and walk away. Be cute.
I couldn't even do that impression if I wanted to, so you're safe here.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can only do one impression, and it's
what is it?
awful. So on my Jason probably knows on my channel I do an awful impression of Ronald Weasley from Harry Potter. It's the worst. No, please don't make me, because it's the worst. Like, I don't know why I made that a channel point redeem. Like, you know those, you make these life decisions you just question, yet you keep making them?
Yeah. So
that's one of them for me.
Why? So wait. I feel like there's so many little things that are just popping out here, and like you're trying to brush by them. So like,
well, like Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, so like Vampire Diaries, you're like, so I'm up there watching Vampire Diaries. And then you're like, and then I have this thing where I'm Ron Weasley.
Yep.
Yeah, it's, you're just like, moving on. Like, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, first off, are they even still making Vampire Diaries, or are they all like old ones?
No, but here's the thing. So they're not making it anymore. But it's 9 seasons. It's on Netflix. And I'm on like the 8th season, and it's not good anymore. But
it wasn't good in the first place.
It is cringy, for sure.
Well, and I know that it's not good because I'm in the middle of watching it myself.
Yes. Listen.
But I am watching it in like true chronological order because obviously that's very important, which means
correct.
You have to add in the originals. So I have watched seasons 1 through 5 and of Vampire Diaries in season 1 of the originals, and I'm moving on to season 2 and season 6.
Okay, see, you're doing it, because I'm not. You are doing it the right way.
Some would call it the right way. Others would not call it that at all.
Is it Jason watching it too?
No, because you see, I have this really bad habit of like floating, like my ADD-ness like makes me want to like float away from like sitting down and doing all of my work. And so I only allow myself to like watch it while I'm seated at my desk, and it is so bad that you can just like let it play and not pay attention because you know that Elena Gilbert is just still going to be whining about some crap in 5 minutes. Like it'll still just keep happening. She is one of the worst characters. Does my high school
self though like have a crush on Stefan and Damon? Yes.
Yeah.
The truth is yes.
Yeah. I gotta say though, when it comes to vampires, have you ever seen True Blood?
You know, I feel like I did start that, but I don't know if I finished that one.
I know I didn't.
Like, lots of seasons.
Yeah, it has lots of seasons, and I never was into the sparkly vampires. I couldn't do it because I feel like it broke the rule. They can't just sparkle. But sure, they can wear daylight rings. That makes sense. Absolutely. Or in True Blood, they can like drink fairy blood and then they're fine. That makes sense too. But no, you can't just sparkle when you go out in the daylight. There are rules you need to follow.
That, it does seem very random. Yeah, Supernatural's Klingon. I've heard of that too.
Oh yeah, we call that the boys. I know there's actually a show now called The Boys. But we call Supernatural. But that is like, you have to devote at least an entire year, day and night, to watch all of the Supernatural shows. There are so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a commitment.
Totally a commitment. But yeah, I understand. And it's so hard to decide who is better, Damon or Stefan.
I know. It gets very complicated.
It really
I'm on,
does.
Season 8. Yeah.
Yeah. It really does. And the major problem is because half the time they're both horrible. And you're like, oh, you're so whiny. It's like, but then they're okay. And you're like, well, all right. It's the whole thing.
The show is just them complaining, really. Yeah, the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to finish it now, you know? Just...
Yeah, you're
like,
committed.
you're still watching that show. I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do. But I did watch Stranger Things in the middle of watching that, and that was really good. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Very good. It got dark. Like the first season of Stranger Things, you're like, oh, this is good, and it has its moments, but not too bad. It was like dark the entire time.
It did. I mean, some of those scenes for me, I was like, ooh, it's hard to watch, but yeah. As they got older, it like got more intense that way for sure.
Yeah. Okay, now let's get back to Ron Weasley.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. These are the things
I thought we forgot about that.
No. These are the conversations we have. You should have asked Irene. She'll tell you we spent the entire time talking about no pants.
Oh yeah, I was there. So.
These are the conversations we have. Okay. So out of the three, why is it Ron?
Okay. Ryan, let's go. So, I do love Harry Potter as well. I've read the series 3 times. Like, I'm a big Harry Potter fan for sure. And I honestly don't even know how it came about. But I don't know why, but I started just doing this awful impression of Ronald Weasley on stream. And then everyone was like, we need more channel point redemption. So I was like, oh, I'll make it like this awful impression of 5,000 channel point redemption. I need to make it higher because people seem to redeem it every time. But literally all I do is... And then one of my followers sent me... This is how much it's become a thing. One of my followers sent me this. Little Ron Weasley that sits in the corner here and...
Nice.
Stares at everybody. By everybody I mean me and Chris. But literally all I do is... Bloody hell, Harry Potter. And that's literally all I do. Eat slugs, Malfoy. And then I'll just do my awful British accent. And we're trying to do the Horcruxes from Voldemort. And...
I'm not gonna lie, that's not the best I've heard. But it's a thing. You did a good thing there. Good job.
Yeah, so I just do that and embarrass myself on the internet.
I think that's what people want. People just want people to make fools of themselves.
Yeah, that is part of streaming, Yeah. Just
yeah. And I don't know how you do it, but your video keeps freezing, but it keeps freezing in like a regular, like a normal face. Like you look like you're a pretty picture. Anytime I'm frozen, I'm like this. But you're just like How is that the way?
Oh my gosh. It might be the rain. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. You have a very good photogenic frozen self. You're just like. I'm pretty sure any other person I've ever had their camera freeze on is just like you always get stuck in the worst ways. Yeah.
Hi, Mimi.
Well,
Let me mute for a minute.
I believe that Bella had wanted to say hi to Mimi as well. Must have all to approved headshots. Yeah, it's like she's sent in a bunch to Zoom that are like, these ones are good. You can put these ones up, and it's fine. Oh, Rox's dog say hi too. We've got some hellos from the doggies around Twitch today.
Aw, we love the dogs of Twitch and the cats of Twitch and the pets of Twitch.
Oh, Thor says hi too. Good, good. Yeah, I feel like in Harry Potter, I definitely enjoy Neville. Neville is the one that I enjoy the most, I think.
Neville respect.
Yeah, I feel like, again, the main characters are pretty whiny. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why the main characters have to be so whiny in these books and shows.
Yeah. I know. I mean, there are just a lot of good characters, for sure, in Harry Potter. I was on Davy's show, and he was ranking all of the Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts characters.
Oh, I
There
know
were
it.
a lot.
There are a lot, and I do not do well with Davy's rankings. I can't watch that show. It's almost like he's putting his feet and he's talking like Bugs Bunny, and I just yell at the show, and I tell him that he's wrong. So
Take care, Louise. Have a good dinner.
bye, LG. Thank you so much for being here. So okay, how did you get into Twitch? Where did that whole thing come from?
Yeah, so it was actually Chris, my fiance, because he was watching Twitch for gaming, and he started to notice that the like music section was kind of becoming more of a thing, and he was like, you should really stream on Twitch, and he just kept telling me to stream on Twitch, and I was like, I've really been wanting to share my music, and this would be a really cool way to do so. And it was August of 2020, and like everyone feeling isolated, and so yeah, I made an account, and then I watched some music streamers. I remember like Tyler Lev's music was one of the first people I watched, and I remember being so nervous to like say something in chat, and then he was just so encouraging. Like, I think he's one of my first 50 followers, like this big partnered streamer. He immediately followed me and was so like kind and encouraging, and I was like, oh wow, like this is really cool. This isn't just music. This is a community. And yeah, so I just went for it and started streaming, and I didn't have like any of the tech stuff I have now. I didn't have like a nice microphone or my loop pedal or my audio interface, or my anything. It was just like audio from a webcam that I'd bought from Amazon. And yeah, that's kind of how I got going, and just quickly discovered just how awesome the community aspect of it was. I had no idea, because I wasn't really much of a viewer before I was a streamer. Through streaming, I became a lot more of a viewer. But yeah, it's been an amazing journey.
I think that's
2 years now.
Yes, I think that is. I think that's crazy. Is that the community? It's a music community. Anytime you tell people about Twitch music, it's Twitch music community, because
Yeah.
I think that we all kind of rally around each other, and I think it's hard to be a musician on Twitch if you don't join the community. If you're not actively
Right.
part of it, I think it's hard because everybody helps raise each other up.
Right.
And so, yeah,
Exactly.
I think that, I think you're 100% correct. Community.
Yeah.
So you now do some outside streams.
Yeah.
You don't take all of your equipment outside.
No, so I actually just use my phone for those. So it's like super lo-fi, I guess they say. But people say that actually the phone audio is pretty good. I've heard good feedback, which is I was I like that because sometimes that unplugged sound is really kind of refreshing and like really wholesome, I guess, and really cozy and just being outside. Um, I feel like because I feel like sometimes those actually get more viewership and this is looping stuff, so it's interesting. Yes.
So I think we're having a little bit of difficulty. So just so you, with the thing, so I'm gonna help on your side by taking my video off.
Okay.
Just so that
Yeah, I
you-
think my connection.
but it should help with the bandwidth as well. Also, if you have
Okay.
original sound on, you can turn that off at this point, and it'll help
Okay.
as well. And we can turn it back on when you sing.
Okay.
All right, so that might help with relieving some of the strain a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't think that she would know that Klingon. Do you know why any food with pistachios is green? I don't know if that's in your wheelhouse at all.
Aren't pistachios green?
The nut themselves aren't. I don't think so. I don't think that they
Wait.
are.
I feel that question just blew my mind, honestly. No, that's like seriously. Do we know this?
Jason is Googling.
Please Google it, Jason. Help.
Oh, Mom says they are green.
Okay.
So when so we've got people
Hi, Robbie.
per Google. While the shell of the pistachio is naturally beige, the seed itself, the part we eat, is typically different shades of green with a bit of purple.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, no. Now we're talking ice cream.
Bob just wanted to bring it back to ice cream. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter that it was like all foods, and Bob's like ice cream. We talked about pizza on Bob's show.
Oh.
Okay.
You have to.
Yeah. So you talked about sharing your music. So how long have you been writing music? Was that something you were doing before the pandemic?
Yeah, so I started playing guitar when I was 13, and I was already singing before that because I was in chorus. Like fourth grade, I started chorus, and I was like writing poetry too. So once I learned to play guitar, kind of singing and playing guitar went hand in hand, and I almost started writing music pretty much right away. Yeah, when I was like 13, and it was really just an important outlet for me. Just going through some stuff, and yeah, but I didn't really share any of those songs like all throughout high school. College, I really didn't do music that much in college because I was just involved in other things, and like in a dorm, it's not the most conducive to like writing, and not that much privacy, and having fun and stuff. Focusing on school, of course. So,
Of course.
but yeah, so after college, I was like, but I don't want to look back and regret not sharing music and this passion and love that I have with people, you know. So being able to do it on Twitch is, it honestly is a dream come true. I mean, like, Twitch has changed my life in so many ways, and produced a single which I just like, thinking about that like 2 years ago was extremely overwhelming, and I just felt so inaccessible at that time. So just making different connections, and yeah, just having the support. And I just feel like, I did it, you know. For me, I don't necessarily at this point have any additional goals with music, because I feel just really fulfilled with what I'm doing. I don't crave or desire like more. I just feel really grateful and happy with where I'm at. So yeah.
I know that feeling that you speak of. You're like, I need to feel like this thing has been accomplished, and then you do, and you don't necessarily want to stop doing it, but you're like, I've accomplished this, so I feel, you know, if it happened to stop tomorrow, that's okay. I've done the thing.
Yeah.
And it makes things kind of just go a little bit more relaxed at that point.
Yeah. I didn't want that. I don't ever want that pressure that I like need to do more, or like for me, you know, I know some people kind of choose to go all in with it and like stream, you know, 4 or 5 times a week, and that becomes their career. But I also enjoy working with kids. So I also work with kids in addition to this. And I like doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because it doesn't like have that. If there was like a pressure on this that it was like my only job, I think that would take away, you know, a lot of the,
it. Yeah.
right. Like anything, then it would become more of a task than like,
right.
You know, so kind of made that decision. And yeah.
Yeah. We've got some ridiculous people in chat right now.
Ryan, so kind. Kenny's back.
Yeah, we've got Ryan, he's being nice. And then we've got Smalls, who's asking about why Sean Bean's last name and first name are pronounced differently from each other, if you know.
Despite being 75%. That's just the English language. Phonics, like letters are pronounced differently.
And then
next,
Kenny wants to know if anybody's ever accused your chair of looking like Darth Vader.
Dun, 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 dun,
not
dun,
with you
dun,
in
dun,
it, like
dun.
the chair itself. Like if you look at that,
no,
it looks like Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, this is a gaming chair because I'm such a gamer. I play Jackbox TV sometimes. No, but it's a really comfy chair, Kenny. But no one has ever said that, so that is a first from Kenny.
You just try to unsee it now.
Now everyone's just try. Kenny dares.
Now you just have to call your chair Darth, and that's it. You don't really explain it. You just, that's now Darth, and just leave it at that.
Because you know what's funny? Like, I don't sit normal on chairs. Like, I am sitting like this. Like,
yeah.
And you can probably see more of the chair than you can see of me. Like,
yeah,
it's a large chair, though.
It looks like Darth Vader's just looming behind you. It's just like coming to take you away.
If I disappear, it was the chair.
Oh goodness, there was something I was going to say, but I can't recall what it was.
Hi, Eddie.
There has been LG had to go eat dinner. He's gonna miss it. I wonder if how heavy his lurk is. Oh, you need to dress as Princess Leia. Your next stream could be, you know, dress up as Princess Leia because your chair is Darth Vader.
Yes.
You can just glue some cinnamon buns to
No,
your
if I-
earphones. Just
Right. If I glued my hair to my earphones, which are already so large.
there you go. There you go.
Princess Leia cosplay. See, Star Wars is one movie movies I
You couldn't
haven't
get
gotten
into it?
into, friends. Don't be upset with me.
My youngest would be. She's a huge Darth Vader fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should get her this shit.
Don't say that. She's watching. Now she thinks she needs it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's a scene in it where, there's like a redemption scene for every bad guy in movies, right? And she just cried and cried during like that. We were like, it's okay. It was the cutest thing. I think she was like 6 at the time. And it was adorable. Yep. Okay, so I think LG, unfortunately, is going to miss this because I've heard that there has been some smack talk between the two of you.
Yes, 19 points.
19 points, that's correct. Thank you so much for that sub. Yeah, we introduced a new game last here it is.
Thursday.
Yep, last Thursday. Let's see if I push this button if it'll work.
Buttons.
That one not want to work? Come on. That button still doesn't work. It's okay. I can make this go in this way. Okay, so right now we have LG on the leaderboard with 19 points. And we don't play this game with everyone. But you said that you would like to play this game and you want to try to do a better job than LG and push him down the ranking.
Correct.
All right, so
Correct.
So we are going to take this off, and then I need to put you off to the side for just 1 second so we can get this set up. So you're going to go off to the side.
And me and Darth Vader will just be waiting.
And then I am going to tell Zoom to do what I want to. All right. All right. Did you see that come through on your side?
Yes, things are happening.
All right. And then if I do this and then bring you back. Woohoo! See, most of my buttons work. For some reason, that one doesn't. And I thought I knew why, but I guess I have to do further research. Okay. So, have you decided what category you want to do? So we have a bunch of categories on our side, and we, for folks at home, the categories range from animals to movies to 80s, 90s, to TV, scary movies, music, fictional characters, video games, food fight.
Yeah.
Work it out, wish you were here, and sports ball. I can tell you, sports ball may not be a great one.
No.
I call it sports ball, so.
Does that encompass all the sports?
Well, for me, yeah, all sport. Well, okay. No, there's sports puck as well.
Naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay.
When we did it with LG, he chose one and it went really, really poorly. So we let him choose another one.
Not that one.
So we can, if you don't like it and it goes really badly, you can have a second choice. So you're not absolutely 100% locked in. You can have a redo. There is one redo allowed.
Okay. Now, is the 19 points from 2 of those games? that you played?
So it is. We each do 2 each. So I will give them twice. Give clues twice, and you will give clues twice. So there's a total of 4 sets of points into those 19.
Okay.
Yep. You are at a slight disadvantage because you keep lagging a little bit. So hopefully that doesn't.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we just do the animals to start?
Okay. If you want to go with animals, yeah. We can totally do that. All right.
Okay.
All right, you ready? It says I will be guessing, so I think you have to give the clues in the beginning.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. I'm pressing play now.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't do it. Why didn't you play? Ready, play. Why? I did.
Oh. You did. I'm seeing you do it.
Yeah.
Technology, please. Please. Oh, wait. Do I have to join on my end?
Oh, did you not join?
Wait. Oh, is it seriously going to make me sign in again? We did this yesterday. Didn't we do all this yesterday?
We did.
That's weird. It's telling me to sign in to Zoom again, even though we did this. I already added it and everything.
Yeah, that is weird.
Okay. Hold the phone.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
I promise we did this yesterday, friends, but see, this is how streaming works.
It says I'm the first one here. If I just do... Oh, I did send an invitation.
Yeah, this is weird. Oh. Because I already added the app. I remember I added it and everything. Oh, man. Sorry, everyone. I don't know why. Oh. Now it's making me type in a passcode? Okay. Like, what?
As small as we did this all yesterday. She did update the app before we got it all set up and everything.
I did all the things.
Yeah. Did you try turning it off and turning it back on? Yes, we did all of that yesterday. It was all good to go yesterday.
We did this whole we played it yesterday. We played it.
We played it yesterday.
Yeah. My join. Oh, I think I'm in now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, it's going. 3, 2, 1. Are you looking? It's going.
Oh, I'm looking. I'm stressed. Oh, I'm an animal. I live in Australia. I'm cute and
Kangaroo,
gray.
Koala.
Yes. Pass. What the heck? Oh, I'm a tiny little gross thing. I live in trees. I eat tree bark. I have many
Grub?
legs. And
Is it a millipede?
and lizards eat me. And anteaters eat me. Okay, pass.
No, okay.
Oh, us.
Humans.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. What is it when a young guy is dating a really older lady? She's known
Cougar.
as a...
Cougar.
Yeah. Oh, I like cats and dogs, but I make cats and dogs really itchy. And
Please.
yeah, I'm like a tiny little bug. Yep.
Please.
Oh, I'm black and I'm like related to Halloween and I fly in the sky
Bats.
and I make, yeah. Oh, I'm a little monkey with big eyes and I hop in trees.
Chimpanzee. All right,
We did
you
pretty
got
good.
5. That's not bad because that was. Oh, and I don't think it counted koala. Hold on, wait a second. We got human, cougar, flea, bat. Oh, it did. It just isn't highlighting koala.
Oh, Luis
Lemur.
is back. Nice.
Yeah, so 5. 5's
Yeah, it
not
wasn't
bad.
lemur.
All right. So 5. 5. Good job.
Cool.
Termite was the answer to that one. I didn't know anteaters ate termites, but I guess that makes sense. You're right.
I think so.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. All right. You are going to be. You have to press
okay.
the correct.
I think it's starting.
Yep. You're gonna have to press correct when I tell you. Or, all right. So at weddings they release these. They're white. They're a form of
doves.
peace. Yes, correct. Here in Maine, we have a lot of them. They bite you and they suck your blood. Nope.
Bear, ticks.
Yep. So babies have this toy, and the thing on the ground with no legs, and they go and their tail makes a noise.
Snake.
Yeah, and their what kind of
Rattlesnake.
Yep, that one. It says quack, and it flies.
Duck.
Yes, that one. They probably look at somebody else's test, and they're a cat that runs fast. Like
cheetah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so a nail. It's a swimming in the ocean fish that likes to eat everything, and he would use the top
whale shark.
kind of, but he would hit a nail, like not a screwdriver. Shark.
Hammerhead.
Yeah, that kind. You. That you got 60 up to 11.
Yay!
Apparently my sister and I fought too much over what clues were by the book and not particularly gestures. That was a hard one. Okay, so you're up to 11 points. Pretty
you did
good.
great vibing. That was
like
that was
you know,
great.
no screwdriver. All right, so I liked that they are. We have a lot of them in Maine, and they like to bite you and suck your blood. Moose. Yep, that's fun.
Pigs in Maine? Oh my gosh, the worst.
They are the worst. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here it comes.
Oh, I'm stressed.
All right.
Pass. Oh. Pass. We have a lot of them in Maine. They're really big, and sometimes people sadly hit them when they're driving.
Deer or moose?
Yes. Oh, I live in Australia and I hop a lot.
Kangaroo.
Big hops. Yeah. Oh, we also have these in Maine, and they like to protect their babies, and
Loons.
hikers
Bears.
see them a lot.
Bears?
What kind?
Black, grizzly, brown.
Yeah. Got it. Oh, these like to flutter by lights. They like to flutter.
Moths.
They're obsessed with lights. And
Moths?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, we also have these in Maine, but they live near ponds, and they have they have a really hard shell,
Turtles?
but they also can be dangerous because
Snapping turtles?
yes. Oh, these are really tiny birds. They eat sugar, and we also have them in Maine, and they're so cute. Yeah.
Hummingbirds?
Oh, these bite you with their tails. Bite you with their tails.
I don't know who that is.
What does chat think that was? They bite you with their
scorpion? It was a scorpion. Nice. The first two were Wolverine and Newt.
Yeah, like, what?
You got 6. Nice. Yeah,
Wow.
take that, LG. That's what those cops were.
To sum things up, Maine has all the animals. That's kind of true, honestly.
All right, so we're up to 17. So 2 to tie, 3 to win. And then anything above that would be to keep it as high as possible.
Okay.
All right, you ready? All right.
Wait. So I'm guessing now. All right.
You're going to be guessing. Yep. All right, here it comes.
Ready?
All right, so it's like a donkey, but it's a different word for it.
A mini horse.
No, nope. It's a name of a cocktail too. All right, just pass.
Pass, yeah.
It's pass. Okay, so under the ground, they help with your compost. They eat dirt and then they poop it out.
Slugs, termites, larvae,
underneath
earthworms.
Yes, yep. Okay, they have 8 legs. They're in the ocean.
Jellyfish?
They're not squids.
8 legs in the ocean.
Right, 8 legs.
Starfish. Oh, octopus.
Yeah. I think they have 8 legs, pretty sure. Oh, this is a dinosaur. From a long time ago. It's like yeah, that's the one. Yep, go. Oh, these are so Timon and Pumbaa, not Pumbaa. Timon, he's a little tiny
warthog.
Nope, that's Pumbaa, the other one.
Meerkat.
Yes, that's it. Tall. You got 4.
I'm sorry, LG. Sorry, LG.
All right, so let's update this.
Mule and antelope. That's tricky.
Yeah, I was like, maybe, and then no. Hey, let's see.
Not really legs, but thanks, chat, for participating. Really fun. A mini horse. Yeah, wait, what was the donkey thing?
Mule.
Oh, the mule? Oh, I would not have gotten that.
Yeah, I was like, why are you saying mini horse? Why is that the only one you're saying?
No, there are these 2 mini horses near us, though, and I pass them every day. They're so cute.
I gotta work on the formatting of yours. Yours is being a little less helpful than normal, but we'll go with this for now.
I think Carly has a competitive streak. I do. I do, Ryan. Aw, LG. I guess if I gotta be beat, it's good it's Carly.
Alright. I've got to work on the formatting, but we'll keep it for that for now.
Okay.
The 21 is right next to the 22 of today's date, but the 21 is there. So
that's
you
the
are
score to beat, folks.
Yep, 21. So anybody else that takes on this challenge is going to have to beat Carly's 21. New leader. Moscow mules. I couldn't think. I was like, it's a cocktail. Whose mules are they?
Oh, Moscow mule. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I was like, it's got vodka.
That's not my cocktail of choice, so that's probably why
I could have told you how to make it, but I couldn't remember whose it was.
Wait, that's not a ginger beer, right?
Yep, ginger beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I need to put you over here again, and I need to end this and this.
Like many buttons.
So many buttons, and I go like that, and then like this. Ta-da! Are amazing. Nice. So
back.
she's back. Welcome back. Bye, Curly. Hi, Curly. All right, so it's really loud here. This would be a great time for us to go on mute. So how about, would you mind singing us an original song?
Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna do a ukulele one.
Ooh, nice. I like
Because...
that you just like bring it from above. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
True sign.
How smooth is that?
Yeah. True sign of living in a very small place. Like
yeah, we have things.
apartments.
These are, yeah, high up.
Yeah. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to switch you to here and me to there. And so you can tell us about the song before, at the end, or we've had somebody do it right in the middle before. However you would like to do it. I'm going to put us off. Don't forget to turn original sound back on. And
yeah. Okay, thank you.
I will mute us and take my face off of the screen, so you'll have the full screen.
Okay.
All right. We will see you on the other side of the song.
Okay.
All right.
So, many of you who have been watching my channel for a bit know this one. Take care, Louise. Enjoy your dinner. GG's. And yes, some streamers have learned this one, including Bob and Ryan, who are in the chat. Eddie, yeah, have learned this one called Love of Mine. And I wrote this one after I met my fiance, Chris, who I've been with for 7 years. And as I've said, I'm releasing another song in December. May or may not be this one. May or may not be. I'm not confirming anything. But I really wanted to do a love song for the next one. So this is Love of Mine. And I love playing it on ukulele, because ukulele is just a really happy sounding instrument. It's a happy song. Oh, love of mine, what should we do on this rainy day? We could stay inside, I don't mind. I know you can be my sunshine. Oh, love of mine, you see right through me, and I've never been so scared, but I've never been so happy. When all is said and done, well, if you were the one, and I know you are, well, I wouldn't mind at all if you just took I'm sorry, friends, I'm still recovering. Took my hand forever, just take my hand forever. Love of mine, let's be together now. because I'm lost in you. And if the room disappears for a second or two, it's because I'm so lost. I'm so lost in you. When all is said and done, if you are the one, and I know you are, well, I wouldn't mind at all if you just took my hand forever. Just take my hand forever. Please take my hand forever. Love of mine, let's be together now.
That was so beautiful and so sweet.
Love of mine.
Very,
Thank
very,
you.
very adorable.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that was in college that I wrote that. Or shortly after.
it was very sweet. I don't know. It's very sweet and cute, and I love it. And I like it on the ukulele.
Thank
I love a
you.
good ukulele song. I think it does
Yes.
add a special feeling to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love a good ukulele song.
Thank you. Thanks,
remembered
everyone.
I remembered what I was gonna ask. You mentioned writing songs when you were 13. Do you still have any of those around?
Yes, I do. One of them is actually on my song list.
Wow.
It's called Mask, and yeah, I wrote it when I was 13, and it's pretty wild. I never would have imagined putting it on my list, but I think it's cool to to see the evolution.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's fun to share. Why not? But yeah, it's also, there's some songs that, are harder to sing than others. And you feel, it's very vulnerable, sharing original music, and especially music that isn't as happy or, because life is full of all those ups and downs, and music, we share all those ups and downs. So, yeah, I do share one of those.
That's
From my angsty days.
angsty days. Pine says you're pretty sweet,
Yeah.
but also salty.
That's fairly accurate.
I think that you're right. Music does really come through as some heavy emotions, and often your stream is a very happy place, so I can imagine that having some of those more raw, especially when you're 13, feelings
Yeah.
are raw. Every feeling is very raw when you're 13. It doesn't matter if it's a happy one or not.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think that, adding something like that, is very brave. And yeah. Robbie was saying that it was added during a celebration stream.
Yes, I think it was like when I added 2 originals for 2K or something. Yeah, I try to do some fun celebrations for different things that we reach, and we just recently reached 4K followers, which is wild, and we did a all Disney stream, which was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. But the kids I work with, I'll sometimes go into Disney princess mode, and they just roll their eyes at this point. But it's just where I'll break into a Disney song, and they're just like, Carly. But yeah, I love Disney music. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
The performance
I love
aspect
too.
of it is really fun. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, Jason told us many times that the week leading up to it that Carly is having her 4K celebration. It's Disney music. We're like, we know.
It was so much. Yeah, and I like dressed up as I tried to be Ariel, but it was a brunette Ariel. So Ryan said it was actually Mariel, who is the mermaid that lives off the coast of Maine. The cousin of Ariel.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like getting a red wig, so.
See, I'm completely opposite. I'm like, ooh, a chance to get a wig in. But that's probably why I don't live in a tiny house either.
Yeah, you have to be very particular.
Yeah, you have to be able to fit everything in like the smallest of locations, and just having random red wigs floating around.
Right, that you wear once in your life. It's exactly.
Right, only once. That's the only time that you wear it. It's just one time, not just whenever you're like.
I can't think of another
Tuesday.
time. My hair. I did have a blonde moment where I did dye my hair. It wasn't.
Wow.
It was pretty much almost all blonde, and then I dyed it blue, and then it was the time, and it was really fun. But I'm a brunette, so it was very damaging to my hair, and I don't plan to do that again.
Yeah,
There's a lot of bleach and stuff, and yeah.
I would imagine. I mean, it looks pretty dark. I mean, so it would have had to. That's a lot of product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun for a time.
Yeah, I see. I always want to go dark, and then at the end, I'm like, no, I need to go back, and then that's when it becomes damaging for me, is trying to get back to where I was before, and it's like.
You could put any color in your hair you want, though, and it would show up. That's amazing. You know?
Yes and no. It falls out of my hair. So. I can't wear nail polish either. Nail polish literally falls off my nails. I don't know what's wrong with that. Like, it just falls off. Weird.
No, they say actually it has something to do with, like, because it doesn't last that long for me either. One, I think it's just like kids, and two, if you have oily, like if your nails are, like, you have to scratch them up before.
Yeah.
And then it might last longer. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do pedicures all day, but everybody's like, you want to go get manicures? No. That was pre-pandemic. I don't do anything now. But, yeah. I just read a magazine so I don't have to look at my feet, because obviously I don't want to look at my feet or anybody else's while we're doing that. Feet are gross.
No, feet are gross.
Feet are gross.
If you remember anything from today, remember that. And what was the thing about scorpion? Tails that sting.
The bite.
Or no, tails that bite.
Yep, that's it. And also, Carly is watching Vampire Diaries.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. I also read and stuff, okay? I also read.
Lucky you. I mean, sometimes I do. But that was like in 2018, I think I had the last time I got to read a book.
I don't think you can say you sometimes do after 3 years.
Why not?
Is that the cutoff?
3 years is the cutoff? Dang.
No, let's make it 5.
Okay. All right. That sounds
as
good.
long as it's been 5 years, you can say you sometimes do something.
All right. Good. I've got another couple years to get a good solid chunk of book in, and then I can be fine for another 5 years. It's like your tetanus shot. Like that lasts like 10 years. Right. Yeah. When I was at the hospital, they're like, you only have 2 months left on your tetanus. Do you want to get like your booster here at the emergency room? And I was like,
oh, is this when the toe thing happened? This just happened?
Yeah. And they're like, you have 2 months left. Would you like to get your booster? You should get it because you're almost out. And I was like, no, I don't want to pay emergency room prices for a tetanus shot. And they're like, well, it's all, you only have 2 months left. I'm like, I have 2 months left. Like, I can still, I'm fine. Like,
this is not the time for this.
Yeah, I haven't used my full 10 years. So when I get it to the end of my 5 years, I'll make sure I get a chunk of book in. That's right, Irene.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. A chunk of book.
A chunk of book. Yeah. So tell us, when do you stream? We know that you have a release coming in December, but what else do you have coming up?
Yeah. So, I normally stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. And I've been doing that schedule for a couple months now since I got a new job, and it's worked out really well. I really enjoy it. But I have about 2 more weeks of streaming, and then I'm taking like 5 to 6 weeks off for the wedding. I think it just comes at a good time because I'll be celebrating 2 years on Twitch next week. And I am feeling like a break is due. A lot has happened in those 2 years, and as amazing as streaming is, it also can be very intense as well. And I think it'll be a nice rest period. But yeah, I have a charity event coming up. The No Kid Hungry Charity Rage Train happening this weekend, organized by Irene in the chat. So that's gonna be incredible. It's just amazing that the charity events that happen on Twitch, just to be a part of them and witness them, it's pretty incredible. And then yeah, we'll be celebrating 2 years next week, and I'm gonna do next Tuesday, and then I'm gonna do one stream of September, and that will be on Thursday. My only stream of September. So it's interesting time on Twitch. Like in real life, like 5-6 weeks flies by, you know, but on Twitch it feels like a years, you know. It's interesting.
Yeah. You're gonna come back and you're gonna be like, hi, my name's Carly. So moral of the story is, if you're not already following Carly, please make sure that you do, because she's gonna go away for a little bit, but she'll be back. And you want to make sure that you know when she's
definitely will be back. But yeah.
So the wedding's coming up, and there's a whole list of wedding crashers. So you're definitely not telling anybody where that's occurring.
No, I haven't said that or the date. I think I'm just, yeah.
You're like, sometime in the 5 or 6 weeks that I'm not streaming.
Exactly.
Adjacent said that people could come here to prep for their crashing of the wedding, and I said we could have the after party here. So I guess we're just offering up the house for the entire wedding crashing whole thing. So
right. I mean, that would be so much fun, like, in all honesty. That would be an absolute blast.
It's TwitchCon New England.
Well, they had TwitchCon in Europe. They have TwitchCon in California. They totally miss this whole part.
Especially seeing, well, not even just New England, but like there's so many people in Toronto that stream. So just like the whole East Coast and up to Canada, there's like a whole chunk. You're like, come on, there's so many people right here. Just... yeah.
If they did it in Canada, that probably would be super popular. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Canada or Massachusetts or Maine. You know, one of those places would be fine with me. Any of those would be fine.
A chunk of place. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just chunks of things. Well, Carly, this has been absolutely lovely. We were going to do an IRL thing, but luckily we didn't. It is raining really badly tonight.
That's true. That's true. I really want to do that in the future, though. I really do.
Yeah, you said you were sticking around Maine for a little while.
Yes, 100%. We might end up closer to you in the future.
Well, there you go. Well, we will be here. We're not going anywhere, so we don't have a tiny home, but we do have a home that's like has a basement that's like stuck, so we can't move it anywhere. And
2 children.
And 2 children that enjoy the school district that they're in. And by the time they're in high school, the house will be paid off. So then we're gonna just continue to stay here. Except I'm making Jason buy me a houseboat, and that's how we're gonna do that instead of RVing. Because I would rather RV to islands than than actual RV around the States. I don't need to go there. I'd rather go from port to port than like city to city. So
that is an amazing idea.
The only problem is I need to get over my seasickness, so there's that.
Oh! Okay. You can just take Dramamine. Just have Dramamine.
Just non-stop Dramamine. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. A chunko boat. Everything's a chunk of something. And if you take away one final thing, everything is a chunk of something.
Yeah, I prefer not. I wouldn't prefer not to have a chunk of a boat, but like a whole boat. Like a
Wait, a chunk of a boat might be a bit.
Yeah, like the whole boat. Yeah.
Understandable.
I don't need to get to Mount Rushmore, Mom. I'm fine not getting to Mount Rushmore. I would like to go to Puerto Rico, baby. When we took the kids to Puerto Rico, and our youngest was like 3, I think.
Yeah.
And when we told her, for some reason, every time she would go, Puerto Rico, baby. And I don't know why. I really have no idea. But every single time.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah. So now it's Puerto Rico, baby. That's where we go. Well, we don't go there. We went once. We went one time.
No, but in your houseboat.
Yeah, in our houseboat, we'll go there. We did tell the kids by the time that they had kids, this is our plan of what we're going to do, but we're not going to tell them where we are. So they said they were going to put like a GPS locator on the boat, and that they would just come and hunt us down and like drop the kids off with us, their kids. And we were like, no, as soon as we see you, we're going to get out of there. And they're like, no, we're going to tell the kids to swim fast. So, yep.
Can't escape. Take care, Bob.
All right. So I see we have some useless information, and then we're going to get ready to raid out.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. I think this is pretty good for tonight. We talked about animals, so this little bit of useless information. Tigers have striped skin, not striped fur. Not just striped fur. They're striped all the way down the skin, so if you took off all their fur, it'd still be striped. And also, they'd be naked. So, just a chunk of nakedness.
That takes the cake, folks. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for being here, Carly. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring Jason back on screen, and yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you real soon, Carly. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Hello.
Hi, I'm back.
You're back. So I think we're gonna get ready to head out right on a raid. Tonight has been a lot of fun. Carly is wonderful. We knew she was gonna be wonderful, and didn't disappoint.
Not at all.
No.
It was a good time.
It was. It was a whole chunk of good time.
A whole chunk of a good time.
Yeah.
All in one.
All in one. So we do have a pretty big schedule coming up this week. I do have one little, if I go like this, make us tiny.
I thought we were rating now 2 pints.
We're rating. We are. Just wanted to show you this before we go. Where did it go? All right, as we're getting ready to go, you can put up the braid.
Okay.
As we're getting ready to go, let me just tell you that we have Kumari Sky at 10 tomorrow night. Scotty Makes Music at 10 on Thursday night. Saturday at 7:30. IRL at the Tiki Hideaway. We have Jeanette Music. And then Calvin Thomas Music on September 1st.
Yeah.
At 10 p.m.
Looking forward to it.
So grab those raid calls. Make sure that you're following Carly so that you'll know when she goes live. And also follow us so that you know when we go live so that you can see all of these wonderful people coming up.
Absolutely. And we're going to go raid someone tonight who's going to be on not long after.
On September 8th, we'll have Pork Roll Bob, which is where we're going tonight. Just the next, the next one down. And I saw Nimiwari in here tonight. She's coming up on the 15th. On the 16th, we have over on the Surf Shack, we're going to have lip syncing. The LG Music's going to be on that. Meowly's in here. I know that you've probably given out shout outs to Meowly and Klingon. Make sure that you go and you follow them. Oh, Pines. Pines.
All right, everyone. It's been awesome. Thank you, Carly. Thanks,
Thank you so
everybody,
much.
for hanging
Thank
out
you,
with
everybody.
us. We will see you next
Mod
time.
love. Mod love.
Mod love. Thank you.